नमस्कार मित्रांनो, पुन्हा एकदा माझ्या पेजवरती आपलं स्वागत आहे. याच ठिकाणी आज आपण नवीन एक टॉपिक सुरू करणार आहे. चॅप्टर नंबर 3 वरती आपण लेक्चर सिरीज स्टार्ट केलेली आहे. आय होप की तुम्ही इंट्रोडक्टरी पोर्शनचा व्हिडिओ बघितलेला असेल. जर नसेल बघितलेला तर त्याची लिंक मी डिस्क्रिप्शनमध्ये दिलेली आहे. तर मी टाईम वाया न घालवता आपला पुढचा पॉईंट या ठिकाणी आपण चालू करणार आहे, ज्याचं नाव आहे रियल गॅस अँड आयडियल गॅस. दॅट मीन्स we are going to distinguish between ideal gases and real gases. How we are going to distinguish? नेमकं काय फरक असणार आहे या दोन्हीही गॅसेसमध्ये, तेच आपल्याला ह्या चॅप्टरमध्ये बघायचं आहे. आणि त्यानंतर नेक्स्ट पॉईंट जो आहे आपला तो मीन फ्री पाथ ही एक छोटीशी कन्सेप्ट आहे जी आपण या ठिकाणी आज बघणार आहे. आता आयडियल गॅस आणि रियल गॅसमध्ये नेमकं कंपॅरिझन कसं करायचं, त्यासाठी आपल्याला आयडियल गॅस इक्वेशन माहिती पाहिजे, जे आपण प्रिव्हियस लेक्चरमध्ये बघितलेलं आहे. पुन्हा एकदा सांगतो की त्याची जी व्हिडिओ लिंक आहे ती डिस्क्रिप्शनमध्ये मी दिलेली आहे. तर आयडियल गॅस इक्वेशन आपण बघितलेलं आहे आणि त्याच्यामध्ये मी तुम्हाला सांगितलं होतं की आयडियल गॅस हा आपण कसा डिफाईन करतो. सो द गॅसेस विच सॅटिस्फाईज द रिलेशन PV इज इक्वल्स टू nRT फॉर ऑल द कंडिशन्स. दॅट मीन्स फॉर ऑल द circumstances they are obeying that expression, so that is referred as a ideal gas. So that definition already we had considered in the previous lecture. आता या ठिकाणी आपण जर बघितलं तर तो जो आयडियल गॅस इक्वेशन आहे तो कधी ओबे केलं जातो, तर कुठल्याही टेम्परेचरला कुठल्याही प्रेशरला तो सेम लॉ त्या ठिकाणी काय झाला पाहिजे, अप्लाय झाला पाहिजे, किंवा सेम एक्सप्रेशन तिथे ॲप्लिकेबल असलं पाहिजे. तर अशा गॅसेसला आपण काय म्हणतो, आयडियल गॅस म्हणून त्या ठिकाणी कन्सिडर करत असतो. नाउ अन आयडियल गॅस इज इंटरमॉलिक्युलर इंटरॅक्शन्स आर नॉट प्रेझेंट. दॅट मीन्स इफ वी कन्सिडर द आयडियल गॅसेस, so in case of ideal gases the intermolecular interactions are not present. Now what is the meaning of intermolecular interactions? Actually, due to these intermolecular attractions we are able to form the different types of bonds, or if their molecules are binding with each other, then we are getting the different structure like this. So all the reactions which are carried in the nucleus or in the molecule, they are referred as intermolecular interactions. Whether those reactions or those experiments are going to be carried in same type of gas or different types of gases are there, so it doesn't matters. So in ideal gas the intermolecular interactions are not present, so that is the first very important property of the ideal gas. Then if we compare real gases with the ideal gases, then so on the other hand the real gases are composed of atoms. They are composed of number of atoms and molecules which interacts with each other. म्हणजे या ठिकाणी रियल गॅसेस मध्ये काय होणार आहे की कंपोज्ड ॲटम असणार आहे. दे आर कंपोज्ड ऑफ ॲटम्स अँड ऑल्सो molecules which interacts with each other. That means in case of real gases the molecules can interact with each other, but this thing is not happening in the ideal gas. That means they can exert the electrostatic force like this. So the real gases on the basis, or on the other hand the real gases are composed of atoms or molecules which interact with their with each other. So this is the concept. Then next one is, if we consider the ideal gas equations and real gases. So here if we consider the sufficiently low density of real gas, when sufficiently low density of air class is present, at that time the interactions are going to be negligible and behavior of the real gas is identical to that of an ideal gases. So these are some conditions to identify the ideal and real gas. The next one is when behavior of real gas does close to ideal gas. When behavior of real gas goes close to ideal gas, then its temperature is above the liquefaction temperature. Liquefaction means the substances is converted into liquid, that is going to be referred as a liquefaction टेम्परेचर म्हणून आपण काय करतो, कन्सिडर करतो, कारण की तिथे त्या ठिकाणी त्या गॅसेसचं बिहेवियर त्या मॅनरने असणार आहे. देन these are some basic differences of ideal gas and real gases. Now next small point we have to consider mean free path. आता पुढचा जो छोटासा पॉइंट आहे तो आपल्याला बघायचा आहे, मीन फ्री पाथ. आता मीन फ्री पाथ नेमकं कसं डिफाइन करायचा. नाउ इफ यू सी the words properly, now here mean means average, then free means go to anywhere, free to go to anywhere, that means its direction is not fixed, and path means distance along which it is traveling, the distance along which it is a traveling. So that factors we have to consider. So we know that the molecule of gases are in the direction or in the continuous random motion, that means their directions are random, their directions are random. So molecules of gases are in continuous random motion. So this is the first fact you should know. Now here we had considered the number of molecules. I had shown some number of molecules present in a particular area. You can say it as an ideal gas, and in that ideal gas all the molecules are in continuous random motion, that means they are moving randomly. Random means we don't know where they are going to go. Either we can consider some cases only, either they can go to the right side, or some may go to the left side, some may go to the down side, some may go to the upside. So every molecule is going to have the different direction. Okay, it is going to move in a different direction. So whenever one molecule, suppose I am going to consider only one molecule and I am going to study the continuous random motion of this single molecule. Now suppose that molecule is traveling in a particular direction which is shown in the diagram. You can easily spot the direction. You can see the arrow direction is shown. Now it is actually upward side, from downward to upward. Okay, so the first thing is that the first path we had considered. So here first line I had considered up to any point, you can give any name, suppose OA. So OA is the first what you are going to say it as a first path, that first ray is going to be referred as a first path. Now I had considered another path. Now actually what is going to happen here, when one single electron is moving along some path, suppose this electron is moving along the path which is shown in the diagram number 2. Now when it is traveling, it is going to collide with the second molecule which is present in the path of that given molecule. म्हणजे या ठिकाणी हा एक जो मॉलिक्यूल आहे ज्याला मी सर्कल केलेला आहे, तो मॉलिक्यूल ह्या पहिल्या मॉलिक्यूलच्या रस्त्यात आलेला आहे, ज्यामुळे त्यांच्यामध्ये काय होणार आहे, कोलिजन होणार आहे. सो देअरफॉर दे आर गोइंग टू मेक द कोलिजन, अँड ड्यू टू दॅट कोलिजन द डायरेक्शन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन इज changed, or direction of molecule gets changed, which is shown in the second diagram. You can see change of arrow. Change of arrow means change of direction. Direction is changing. Then next one is again same thing is happening, that electron is again moving to somewhere, and again it is colliding with another electron which is present in the same atom. Again it is collided, and after colliding it is showing the deflection, or it is showing the reflection. Okay, then next if we draw the vertical line, then which is the next path now. So that is the fourth path, and this cycle is going to continue until there are be electrons in the system. Then it is going to transfer always, and therefore whatever be the path followed by that gases during the entire motion is referred as path, and whatever be the average value of the distance from starting point to end point, that is going to be referred as a mean free path. That is referred as a mean free path. So here actually the different places or different directions I had shown. Now the distance traveled by the molecules between two successive collisions is called free path. म्हणजे कुठल्याही मॉलिक्यूलने जे डिस्टन्स ट्रॅव्हल केलेलं आहे, कुठलं डिस्टन्स, दोन सक्सेसिव्ह कोलिजनच्या मध्ये जे काही डिस्टन्स असेल त्याला आपण काय म्हणायचं, मीन फ्री पाथ न म्हणता काय म्हणायचं, फक्त फ्री पाथ म्हणून आपण काय करतो, त्याला कन्सिडर करतो. त्यानंतर the average distance traveled by the gas molecules between two successive collisions is known as mean free path. आता प्रोबॅबिलिटी काय असणार आहे की एकाच पाथच्या अलॉंग तो पार्टिकल एकदाच मूव्ह होणार नाही, मे बी तो खूप वेळेस मूव्ह होऊ शकतो, त्यामुळे आपल्याला ॲव्हरेज डिस्टन्स काढावं लागतं. सो देअरफॉर वी आर कॅल्क्युलेटिंग द ॲव्हरेज डिस्टन्स बाय अ गॅस मॉलिक्यूल बिटवीन टू सक्सेसिव्ह कोलिजन्स. म्हणजे दोन सक्सेसिव्ह कोलिजन्सच्या मध्ये काय घेतोय आपण, त्याला एक त्या ॲव्हरेज डिस्टन्सला काय करतोय, कन्सिडर करतोय. अँड देन व्हॉट एव्हर विथ द डिस्टन्स वी आर गेटिंग, दॅट मीन्स ॲव्हरेज डिस्टन्स वी आर गेटिंग, दॅट इज आवर फ्री पाथ which is indicated by lambda, whose symbol is lambda. Then the mean free path vary inversely with the density of a gas. That means as the density goes on increasing, the mean free path goes on decreasing. Why it is happening? Because as the number of molecules are increasing, then number of collisions are increasing, and as the number of collisions are increasing, then paths are going on decreasing. So therefore rho is directly proportional to n upon v, where n is the number of molecules enclosed in a volume capital V. So this is the another property of mean free path, and higher the density, more will be the collisions and smaller will be the mean free path. And the mean free path is also inversely proportional to the size of molecule having diameter small d. Smaller the size of the molecule, less is the chance for collision and larger is the mean free path. So this is the concept of mean free path, and we can calculate that mean free path with the help of formula lambda is equals to 1 upon 2 pi d bracket square n upon v and square root. So in the square root different terms are given, and inside the bracket different terms are given. Outside the square root 2 pi d square, and inside the 4 so this is the mean free path. It is the expression for mean free path. Lambda is equals to 1 upon 2 pi d square n upon v. You have to take the square root. So by using that formula we are able to calculate the mean free path, which is indicated by lambda. So this is the concept of mean free path and difference between ideal gas expression and real gas. So thanks for watching the video. I hope की तुम्ही ऑलरेडी माझं चॅनल लाईक, सबस्क्राईब आणि शेअर केलेलं असेल. जर अजूनही आपण आमच्या चॅनलवरती नवीन असाल तर प्लीज आमचं चॅनल लाईक, सबस्क्राईब आणि शेअर करायला विसरू नका, आणि त्यासोबत बेल आयकॉन प्रेस करा, जेणेकरून फ्युचरमध्ये जे काही आम्ही व्हिडिओज टाकणार आहे त्यांच्या अपडेट सर्वांच्या आधी आपणास मिळत राहतील. सो अगेन थँक्स फॉर वॉचिंग द व्हिडिओ. हॅव अ नाईस डे.